Distinguished guests, please welcome the Honorable Lloyd J. Austin.
Regardless of one's view of Donald Trump, it's a disturbing development in our society when justice is treated more like a football game where you root for your team rather than a way of preserving our freedom and liberty in an equal way for all. The real goal of the trial was political. None other than George Soros' son, Alex, let the cat out of the bag recently when he advised fellow Trump haters how to take advantage of the trial result. He posted on Twitter after the verdict, "Democrats should refer to Trump as a convicted felon at every opportunity. Repetition is the key to a successful message, and we want people to wrestle with the notion of hiring a convicted felon for the most important job in the country." It was not about justice in any way. It was all about being able to call the likely Republican presidential nominee a felon, so as to undermine his support among voters. In other words, election interference.
Yes, I believe you have seen the bizarre moment. How can Dr. Biden allow this to continue? The war has become a much more dangerous place in the last 3.5 years because our enemy sees our fake leadership. We should all be embarrassed as Americans that this is the candidate that the Democratic Party has chosen as its candidate to lead the free war for 4 more years. Pathetic and dangerous for all of us. Why honoring the World War III veteran at Normandy, Biden tried to sit down. The First Lady had to cover her mouth and tell him to stand up. This is embarrassing. When I saw this video, I was like, what?
What advice would you give to another former democratically elected leader seeking office who is facing jail time? Anyone, just if there was.
I mean, if there was a way to stop the candidacy, then he's probably in trouble. But if there's no way to stop him from competing in the election, all the things that they do to him will just give him more votes, right?
That seems to be happening.
Yes, I mean, either you stop the candidacy, or you let him be. But just, hitting him with, you're making the greatest campaign ever. I mean.
Do you think they know that?
Some of them, I think some of them do, but of course the ones that don't, or they think that, that's the problem with endogamous groups, right? Because they all, we're so great, let's do it. And, they're making a huge mistake. Huge mistake.
Yes, that is the truth. If this man can say this, then you can understand how the world perceives what is going on with Trump. At a certain moment, when I saw this video with Tucker Carlson, I think it's a full interview. If you want to watch all the video, please, you can check. You will see the full interview. Now going to Kamala Harris.
Trump, he has made it pretty plain that he's planning to go after his enemies. Or what can a president do to, say, a talk show host that has been making fun of him for what can he actually do to, for example, me?
Again, in all seriousness, you're right to bring this up. He has been very clear. He intends to weaponize the Department of Justice against his political enemies. He admires dictators and says he'll be a dictator on day one. He talks about being proud of the fact that as of today, our daughter, for example, has fewer rights in terms of her reproductive freedoms than my mother-in-law. And so these are very much the issues that are at play about what's at stake.
When you talk about weaponizing the justice system, of course, whatever he does, he accuses it. It's classic projection. He'll say you're doing it when he's doing it, or he intends to do it. Why did President Biden has weaponized the justice system? Why doesn't he get his son out of the trial? Hunter is currently on trial. Couldn't he just snap his weaponized fingers and get him right out of that?
to your point, the former president is a hypocrite and will apply one set of standards to himself and another to others.
Yes, I believe you heard Jimmy. A question came up here to Kamala Harris, particularly to Hunter Biden. This is what VV had to say. The Hunter Biden trial is a smokescreen. It is designed to make the prosecution of Trump appear nonpartisan, yet the outcome of the Hunter trial doesn't matter because Biden can. I will pardon him. The trial timing is no coincidence right after the Trump conviction, but set to finish before Biden leaves the White House.
All right, serious question for you liberals and Democrats. What about anything that's going on right now gives you the impression you have a shot to win? Like, what about anything whatsoever makes you think Biden has a shot? Like, let's look at Gen Z. You guys claim that Gen Z is 100% behind Biden. Yet, this is a Gen Z platform. And Trump joined it like 24 hours ago, maybe. And he's gonna break like 5 million before the end of the day. And he's put out one video. Biden joined this platform like 4 months ago. He's made a load of videos. He has a ton of different creators making content for him. And he's got like, 340,000 followers? Like shit, I grew faster on this platform than Biden did.
Yes, that is the truth. If this man can say this, then you can understand how the world perceives what is going on with Trump. At a certain moment, when I saw this video with Tucker Carlson, I think it's a full interview. If you want to watch all the video, please, you can check. You will see the full interview. Now going into Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris tells Jimmy Kimmel he's right to be worried about what Trump could do to late night hosts. I don't get the point here. Vice President Kamala Harris told comedian Jimmy that he should be concerned about former President Trump retaliating against him in the second term. Trump has made it pretty plain that he is planning to go after his enemies or whatever you want to call them should he be re-elected. Like, ask yourself, why would Trump be targeting Jimmy? Because some even call him an unfunny comedian. He's not funny. So when I see people trying to just pass some kind of messages to the audience, it is ridiculous. Jimmy is not a world leader or is not even having some kind of position to say, oh, he said something, Trump is targeting you. It is insane to me. It is a strategy to campaign, but you need to look deep, than bringing some kind of crazy, thoughts like these. At this point, Democrats don't know what exactly to say or to use during campaigns. Is either they're talking about abortion or this issue of Trump being a dictator, and now this felon issue. I think these are the main talking points I see. Talk on real issues. That is what I want to be saying on a daily basis than all this. It is insane to me.